and maybe him and I won't have any more incidents together. That'd be the best thing.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. You get both sides of the story. 2 tires versus 4 tires.
I would rather go 4 today.
All right, let's go up to Larry, Darrell, and Mike on this.
Well, what I was going to say, and Darrell and I was talking about it, if you were about 8th or on back, like Boyer, Menard, McMurray, I'd go with 2. Remember, we're only going to possibly run 2 laps here. I think if you were Kurt Busch or Montoya, absolutely no choice. You had to go with 4.
Just give me a couple of minutes and I'll let you know.
There's the driver. I'll let you know in the Monday morning meeting.
Right.
There are 3 laps to go. That means a restart with 2 to go. Lights are out on the Camaro pace car. And Paul Menard is in a position to score his best finish ever in Sprint Cup racing.
Mike, Larry, the guys that got 2 should have gotten 2. The guys that got 4 got 4.
I agree, totally.
So I think that's the deal.
We are still within the scheduled race distance. 2 to go. If we get the green this time. Excuse me, we are now in overdrive. We are past the scheduled race distance, which was 325 laps. So this will be the first of up to 3 attempts at green-white checker. The controlling fact is this: if the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race. We're not going this time. There were still service trucks out and around the racetrack blowing off debris. So it looks like we'll go one more time under caution. And then it's Clint Bowyer, Paul Menard on a track that has produced some absolutely fantastic finishes over the last 5 years. 2005, Carl Edwards. 2007, Jimmy Johnson. Last year, the Deuce, Kurt Busch. And today, who knows? Just don't leave your seat, because in 2 laps we'll have the answer.
This, my friends, will be the wildest one yet.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we're going to get across this start-finish line without some contact of pretty severe nature.
And those finishes we saw, that just barely scratched the surface. You know, we could go on and on, but I think what's got to happen here is when you look at Bowyer, Menard, McMurray, they've got to make sure those left side tires are good and cleaned off and not spin them.
Chip Ganassi.
And Felix Sabat is up there on the box. As Jamie McMurray, their driver, will line up 3rd.
The Daytona 500 winner slips into the picture ahead of his teammate. We know there's no love there.
Been a long time since Boyer's been to victory lane. And how about Menard? He was our dark horse pick for today. He's got a chance to win it all.
All I can tell you is don't look back, Paul.
No, but I'm going to tell you, the car you better watch closely is the man that wants to win so bad, Juan Pablo Montoya in that 42 car. He will be on a mission.
Pretty heavy traffic in front of him. This restart's critical. Don't spin the tires.
Green flag.
Menard did not get going. Look at Montoya. He's going to try to thread the needle up through the middle. 3 wide going into 1.
Busch through the middle and probably to the lead by the exit of turn 2.
Yeah,
Look at this. It looks like a Daytona restart.
That was the move right there, to get the 3 wide, get down in there and get the lead. Here comes Montoya.
Here comes Kane on the bottom.
No out of bounds here at Atlanta. You can go down below the yellow line.
That was,
McMurray and Bowyer get together. Kurt Busch is in it.
Here we go. Another green-white checker.
Mark Martin in the fence.
If we got anybody left.
Caution before the white flag. And you're right, Darrell. If anybody's able to get going, we'll do it again.
Do that to me one more time. Once is never enough.
It's 3 green-white checkered attempts, or if we have enough cars left to do it.
That's it.
Well, Kurt Busch made a move on that restart that said, pay the man, and jumped out to the lead. He's going to have to find a way to do it again.
Fresh deck now, baby. Fresh deck.
Replays beginning with the restart. Watch the Deuce.
He timed this perfectly.
Bowyer has to lead them to the line. The 33's the race
Menard
leader.
down there. He can't get going. Holds him up just a little bit. Jamie tries to look under and can't make it.
Kurt Busch made the move.
He just forced his way through there.
And Montoya with him. And then McMurray starts to back up a bit.
Yeah, down here in turn 3 is when it gets crazy, because you see here's the 9 down in below the yellow line. That forces the 1 up. And when he forces the 1 up, I think he gets into Boyer. Jamie was trying to block, but he realized he was going way too fast.
Here comes Kenseth. Oh, yeah.
One just walked up the racetrack, gets into Boyer, and it was on from there. Little boy Mark Martin came in there and hard lick on Martin Truex Jr.
Ambrose, nice job to miss that one. Greg Biffle, too.
48.
And Gilliland.
48. I don't know how he got through there. Watch that 48 car up on the outside here. This all happens right in front of him, and he wiggles his way through.
Well, McMurray was on 2 tires, and when Kenseth got to that left rear quarter panel, it just sent the back around on this car, walked him up the racetrack.
From our DirecTV blimp.
Denny Hamlin got some damage in that 11.
Getting down below that yellow line, getting into 3. That's why we have a yellow line rule at Daytona and Talladega, and you can see how it just really shakes things up when you do that.
All that smoke, and where do you go?
Boy, how about Kevin Harvick and Scott Speed just getting through?
Look at the 48. He just winds his way around.
Want to ride with Martin Truex?
I don't want to. You do it.
Still down there, still there. Go down there. You see in front of him. Get all the way to the bottom. Get all the way to the bottom. Go all the way to the bottom. Inside. Go.
He got hit by Mark Martin.
He's all the way at the bottom now.
Make it tire though.
And let's watch from Denny Hamlin.
Still outside. Still there. Still there. Clear to 31. Go low. Go low. Go on the apron. Keep digging. Keep digging.
Wow.
Oh.
He almost.
Good job. Good job. Come on. Come on. Come on. So we will have another one.
There's Chip Ganassi, Felix Sabates, and the crew for Montoya. And in Kurt Busch's pit.
Dadgum.
Got to do it again. And here's what Kurt Busch had to say.
10-4. Just got to win this race 3 times, maybe even 4 times. I know we've won it twice.
Well, Daytona, it took an extra 20 miles. And here, I don't know how long it may take.
How are we on fuel, Larry?
Oh, everybody's in good shape. Remember,
down.
we pitted with just a few laps ago. So, but I could see why that 42 group was happy, because that puts him right up on the outside of this restart.
Yeah, we're going to have us a little drag racing. Guess who's going drag racing this next week?
Kurt Busch down in Gainesville.
Get a little practice right here on this restart.
Roger Penske up on the roof.
Roger's not real happy right now.
Well, he was about to have 2 cars in the top 10. And then the collision between Edwards and Keselowski. But he still has Kurt Busch in the lead, and Chip Ganassi, who battles Penske not only on this circuit but in the IndyCar series, as Montoya. In 2 weeks, the world's fastest half mile, Bristol, Tennessee, is the home for NASCAR on Fox. And then we go to the track shaped like a paperclip, Martinsville Speedway, on March 28th, and to the mile in the desert at Phoenix, April 10th. Coverage of NASCAR continues in high definition right here on Fox.
So even though Phoenix is a 1 mile, I'm basically looking at 3 short tracks, and we got a lot of people mad at a lot of people.
Got some angry people. And by the way, honey, put the food back in the oven and bring me a belt. I got to tie the TV down. It's getting ready to get rough again.
And for all you people, we said just stay with us for 2 more laps. That's 2 at a time.
Somebody, like I said at Daytona, who was the visionary that came up with this 3 tries?
But this was another case of NASCAR listening to the fans to do everything possible to give them a green flag finish.
And I think the drivers probably weighed in on this too, Larry. You don't want to be riding around there in 3rd place and have something that happens behind you like this rob you of that chance to win.
I don't know. After a day like this, you'll probably go in there and say, are y'all sure this is a good idea?
So the lead lap car is now number 26, beginning with Kurt Busch, Juan Montoya, and Paul Menard, Casey Kane, and Matt Kenseth.
We were talking about Richard Petty Motorsports. Now they've got 3 cars in the top 6 right now.
That's right. Allmendinger 6th. Then Truex, Vickers, Biffle, and Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick in the top 10. Boy, Mr. Where did he come from?
And he had the nerve to say that Jimmy Johnson had a horseshoe.
Stuck where?
I think he may have found it wherever it was.
It's a typical Atlanta